used to eat the vegetation of the jungle and to drink pure water. Again, in the same book, there is a report from Abdullah bin Umar, volume 6, page 51. The Holy Prophet declared that the most favored in the sight of God are the poor. Asked what was meant by the poor, were they the people who, like Jesus the Messiah, fled from their country with their faith? Chapter 3. On the evidence derived from books of medicine. A piece of evidence of great value with regard to the escape of Jesus from the cross, which no one can help admitting, is a medical preparation known as Marhami Isa, or the ointment of Jesus, recorded in hundreds of medical books. Some of these books were compiled by Christians, some by Magians or Jews, some by Muslims. Most of them are very old. Investigations show that in the beginning the preparation came to be known as an oral tradition among hundreds of thousands of people. Then they recorded it. At first, in the very time of Jesus, a little after the event of the cross, a pharmaceutical work was compiled in Latin, in which there was a mention of this preparation along with the statement that the preparation had been prepared for the wounds of Jesus. Next, this work was translated into several languages until, in the time of Mamun al-Rashid, it was translated into Arabic. It is, moreover, a strange result of divine intervention that eminent physicians of all religions, Christian, Jew, Magian, or Muslim, have all mentioned this preparation in their books, and have stated that it was prepared for Jesus by the disciples. A study of books on pharmacology shows that this preparation is very useful in cases of injuries due to blows or falls, arresting immediately the flow of blood. And as it also contains myrrh, the wound remains aseptic. The ointment is also useful in plague. It is good for boils and ulcers of all kinds. It is, however, not clear whether the ointment was prepared as a result of divine revelation by Jesus himself after he had undergone the suffering of the cross, or that it was prepared after consultation with some physician. Some of its ingredients are like specifics, especially myrrh, which is mentioned also in the Torah. In any case, the wounds of Jesus healed up in a few days by the use of this ointment. Within 3 days he recovered sufficiently to be able to march 70 miles on foot from Jerusalem to Galilee. Hence, regarding the efficacy of this preparation, it is enough to say that while Jesus healed others, this preparation healed Jesus. The books which record this fact number more than 1,000. To mention them all would be too long. As, moreover, the prescription is a famous one among the Yunani, that is, those versed in ancient Greek medicine physicians, I do not see any need to state the titles of all these books. I set down below the titles of only a few which are available here. List of books containing a mention of Marhami Isa, and a statement that the ointment was prepared for Jesus, that is, for the wounds on his body. Kanun by Sheikh ul-Rais Bu Ali Sina, volume 3, page 133. Sharh Kanun by Allama Qutbuddin Shirazi, volume 3. Kamil Sanat by Ali bin al-Abbas al-Madrosi, volume 3, page 602. Kitah Majmu'i Bakai, Muhammad Ismail Mukhatif Az Hakan by Hita Pidar Muhammad Baka Khan, volume 2, page 497. Kitah Tazkara ul Alba by Sheikh Dawr al-Zarir ul-Antaki, page 303. Karabadin Rumi, compiled about the time of Jesus and translated in the reign of Mamun al-Rashid into Arabic, see Skin Diseases. Umdat ul-Muhtaj by Ahmad bin Hassan al-Rashidi al-Hakim. In this book, Marhami Isa and other preparations have been noted from 100, perhaps more than 100 books, all these books being in French. Karabadin in Persian by Hakim Muhammad Akbar Arzani, Skin Diseases. Shifaul Haskam, volume 2, page 230. Mirat Ush Shafa by Hakim Nathor Shah, manuscript, Skin Diseases. Zakhira-i Khawarazm Shahi, Skin Diseases. Sharach Kanun Gilani, Volume 3, Sharach Kanun Karshi, Volume 3, Garabajin by Ulwi Khan, Skin Diseases, Ilajul Amraz by Hakim Muhammad Sharif Khan Sahib, page 893, Garabajin Unani, Skin Diseases, Tukhfat ul Mominin on the margin of Makhzan ul Adwiya, page 713, Mukhit fi Tib, page 367, Akhsiri Khazam, volume 4, by Hakim Muhammad Azam Khan Sahib, Al-Mukhatab Nazim-i Jahan, page 331, Garabadin by Masumi ul Masum bin Karamuddin al-Shustri Shirazi, Ijalla Nafia Muhammad Sharif Dehlavi, page 410, Tib Shibri, otherwise known as Lawame Shibriya, Syed Hussein Shibr Kazimi, page 471, Makhzani Sulaimani, translation of Akhsir Arabi, page 599 by Muhammad Shamsuddin Sahib of Bahawalpur, Shifaul Amraz, translated by Maulana Al-Hakim Muhammad Nur Karim, page 282. Kitab al-Tibdara Shakohi by Nuruddin Muhammad Abdul Hakim Ain ul-Mulk al-Shirazi, page 360. Minhajud Dukkan Dasturul Ayan fi Amal wa Tarkib al-Nafiya lil Abdan by Aflaton Zamana wa Rais Awana Abdul Min Ibn Abi Nasr al-Atta al-Israeli al-Haruni, that is Jew, page 86. Zubdat ul-Tab by Syed ul-Imam Abu Ibrahim Ismail bin Hassan al-Husayni al-Jarjani, page 182. Tibbi Akbar by Muhammad Akbar Arzani, page 242. Mizan ul-Tib by Muhammad Akbar Arzani, page 52. Sajidi by Rais ul-Mutakalimin Imamul Muhaqqiqin al-Sadid al-Kazruni, volume 2, page 283. Khadi Kakhir by Ibn Zakaria, Skin Diseases. Karabajin by Ibn Talmiz, Skin Diseases, and Karabajin by Ibn Yabi Sadiq, Skin Diseases. These books have been mentioned here by way of illustration. Learned people, especially physicians, know that most of these books in times gone by were taught at important places of learning under Muslim rule. Even scholars from Europe studied them. It is a fact, and there is not the slightest exaggeration about it, that in every century there have been millions of people who have been acquainted with these books. Hundreds of thousands of them have been studying them from end to end. I can assert that not a single person from among the learned people of Europe and Asia has been ignorant of the names of at least some of the books in the above list. When Sapin and Kastmonia and Shantrin had universities, Bu Ali Sina's great Qanun, a great medical work in which there is set out the prescription of Marham Isa and other books such as Shifa and Isharat and Basharat, pertaining to science, astronomy, and philosophy, were eagerly studied and learned by the Europeans. Likewise, works of Abu Nasr Farabi, Abu Rayhan Israel, Thabit bin Qurrah, Hunayn bin Ishaq, and Ishaq, etc., all luminaries of learning, and translations made by them from Greek were also taught. Translations of their works would certainly be found to exist in Europe even today. As Muslim rulers were keen patrons of medicine, they prepared translations of good Greek works. The supreme authority of Khilafat vested for a long time in kings who desired expansion of knowledge rather than the extension of their dominions. That was why they not only had Greek books translated into Arabic, but also invited learned pandits from India and got them to translate medical and other books, paying them high remuneration. One of the greatest debts that seekers of true knowledge owe to them, therefore, is that they prepared translations of Latin and Greek medical